crystal clear how the George Zimmerman trial and its turbulent aftermath reveal the plain as day truth about the great disruptor, Barack Obama. How Zimmerman shines the harsh light of clarity on the president's chosen weapons of political warfare. Welcome to Liberty News TV. I'm Norvell Rose. Here we have it, a case that unmistakably shows how President Obama takes advantage of tragedy, exploits heartbreak, rewrites history, and aggravates an atmosphere of anger in a cynical attempt to strengthen his power by weakening the country, to tighten his grip on control by loosening the bonds that unify our nation. The acquittal of George Zimmerman for the murder of Trayvon Martin has provided Team Obama with an irresistible opportunity not to let a crisis, even a largely manufactured crisis, go to waste. When a Florida jury found that Zimmerman acted in self-defense when he shot and killed the unarmed teen, the Obama administration opened its bag of dirty tricks and went to work. Here are three glaring examples of how this president pushes a radical agenda and creates a false narrative of politically expedient fiction to promote the Obama nation. 1. Divide and conquer. A proven strategy, right? And proving central to Obama's effort to radically weaken America. Divide the people, re-inject race into the national conversation, even fan the flames of racial unrest, urge his Attorney General to push forward with a civil rights investigation, saying the case opens old wounds of race that just won't heal, largely because they won't let them, trying to turn black against white, setting the stage for protests about white privilege as though African Americans were still in the grasp of evil slaveholders. Agitate, aggravate, elevate anger and suspicion, divide and conquer. Political weapon number 2, undermine the law, chip away at legal foundation and due process, delegitimize, even demonize America's justice system. And as he has done so many times before, Obama criticizes, even ignores laws he doesn't like. Not only does he now openly challenge Florida justice, he's questioning the stand your ground laws in Florida and in many other states. And get this, the very stand your ground law that Obama now criticizes, not so long ago, he supported. The conservative blog Illinois Review reminds us that in 2004, then State Senator Barack Obama co-sponsored a bill that strengthened an Illinois law providing for the use of lethal force in self-defense. In other words, Obama was for the law before he was against it. Obama's Attorney General Eric Holder is now suggesting that instead of standing one's ground in the face of physical threat, one's first duty is to retreat. That's right, retreat, run away, which is exactly what Obama and Holder want principled Americans to do in the face of their assault on our Constitution, to run away. The top-down, Washington-driven campaign of citizen intimidation continues. Obama's third weapon of political war he's unleashing in the Zimmerman case? Personalizing, self-identifying, making the story, the conflict, all about himself. Early on, the narcissist-in-chief said Trayvon Martin could have been the son he never had. More recently, the president imagined Martin could have been him 35 years ago. So despite growing up in a privileged environment, going to the best schools, having his political career fast-tracked and accelerated by a coalition of power-hungry activists and agitators, despite being in the 1% of the 1%, Barack Obama wants to be portrayed as a man of the masses, surrealistically suggesting that he, as Trayvon, was profiled and pursued and gunned down by a rabid racist in the prime of his youth. In essence, the killing of Trayvon Martin, according to the Gospel of Barack, was the assassination of the president. How can his worshipful supporters stand for that? Surely they must rise up. Agitate, aggravate, antagonize, but doing it under the guise of urging calm and promoting peace, stirring up trouble while speaking hollow words of reconciliation. Obama revealed, America targeted, and the weapons of this president's political warfare on full and dangerous display. That is Liberty News TV for today. I'm Norvell Rose. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you right here next time.